Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Tennessee Titans. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. He'll have a first down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Henry. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Run there on first down, and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
Had to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's going to rifle one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dustin Hopkins set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
A gain of 14.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
1st down, Dolphins.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
13 yards. 1st down, Miami.
Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. He'll get the 1st down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
21-yard line.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Stop your whining. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Hey, man. Watch the boot.
60 bucks. Put up. On the counter, it's Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
44-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
A gain of 18 on the play.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On 1st down, here's Breida. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
31-yard line.
To his throw, going to find his running back, Breida. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
To number 17.
Vincent Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Titans 3.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, That answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They run the counter. It's Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Well, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more on that one and another first down.
First and 10 at the
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Sometimes I need a check, not just sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. You change name, how about your respect?
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here we go, D. All day defense.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Henry on the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
That's what you call a rookie mistake.
First down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Tagovailoa's pass complete to Matt Breida.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Dolphins.
Tua now on 1st down. Smith catches left side. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jakeem Grant, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
at their own 17-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25, and he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Out of the shotgun, Breida, and he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Pardon me, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's 24-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenge in your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Man open left side is Brown. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brandon Jones on the coverage.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
I sat down with my accountant. He said, I got good news and I got bad news. I said, what's the good news? He said, the good news is you made a lot. I said, what's the bad news? The bad news is you spent more.
3rd and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Dolphins taking a lead to the locker room as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Justin Houston, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
6 yards.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
There he goes, right side. And finally out of bounds, just a few yards short of the goal line at the 3. And that hold goes to wipe away a big return.
And I know from the outside in, you think, why are you holding? Just make sure you don't grab anyone. But you want to keep people away from your return guy. And sometimes those sudden moves, that speed, you reach out and inadvertently do something, and the penalty flag comes out.
I've been grinding since a young and they told me my timing was coming. I've been hustling with no fun and forget all the fingers, the money. I'm out in LA where it's sunny. I've been eating since a young and since we ain't have food in our tummy. The life we was living ain't funny.
The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Now it's Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
At the 23-yard
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
They'll run it again with Henry. Trucks over him, and they're able to get this one across the 35. 15 yards on the play, first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Taken down at the 19.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Again, it's Henry. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 13-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Henry, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua uncorks one for Davis. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Looking left side, and he's got a man. Brad Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
1st and goal, Miami.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
It's a gain of a yard.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
This is Jakeem Grant. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Tua going to hand this one to Breida. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. That is the play they needed in a two-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Derrick Henry, the ball.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Titans, first down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 30-yard line.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On third down, Henry. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory, backed up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
They'll take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 16-yard line.
They run again with Breida. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
The ball carrier. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 4. And it's
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And taken right on the 30. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Xavier with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down.
You know, as a defensive guy, I don't normally do this, Brandon, but a tip of the cap to the offensive coordinator. Design quarterback run at this stage of the 4th quarter when I expected him to throw the ball, and he got a 1st down.
Yeah, trailing this stage of the 4th quarter. Picked up the 1st, stopped the clock, too.
Yeah, sometimes there's some guts in play calling when you go against the grain because you know you could easily be criticized if it doesn't work out.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call, and you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Throw left side complete. That's Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. Back to throw now on 1st down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
That's good.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000 yard, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's a toss right side for Breida. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an